Hello, everyone. Announcing I'm live. Don't worry about it. And also itch on the top of my head, as one does. Wait, what the hell? Oh, it's December, isn't it? It's Fixmas. Hello, Ardo. How you doing? I really need to invent the light. Uniformed RC, you can go fuck yourself. Also, whichever mod deleted that. I don't know who it was because it's not telling me. Thank you. Ah, it was DM. Excellent. It's Fixmas, everyone. We got Fixmas gifts. I kind of love that thing. Anyway, 0. I need a lot more plates, but they're being made. Just recently woke up, so yeah, fair. How's your? I don't want to say mornings. I don't know what time it is for you, but how's your day going so far? Morning, day, evening, jalapeno pepper. Jalapeno pepper. Jalapeno. Do we have just like any spare? No. I want those. So I came to the realization, DM, and everyone else, that if I switch it to DirectX 12, even though that's being translated to Vulkan, and then enable ray tracing there, not only does it actually look better, but it actually runs better. The frame rate is way more stable. So I can play with ray tracing. Hell yeah. It's Fixmas. Ooh, this is a nice piece of art. Okay, where's 1? There's 8. There's 23. There's 7. There's possibly 5. 2. I gotta open my advent calendar. For 1. No, that's not 1. There's 1. 100 Fixmas gifts. Very nice. Those are literally free and falling from the sky. Oh, look at DM. He's all cute. He's wearing a hat. Hey, I can see in here again, even though ray tracing says it should not be the case. Gotta get up? Yeah. I feel that in my soul. So, he has managed to drive about 300 kilometers in 22 hours.
Well,
started at like 700-ish. Now he's at almost 1,000. Wait. The problem that he has, right, is he manages to fuck up in glorious ways. For example, he lost the car 3 times because he was too stubborn to bring Fleetari's car back. So every time he went to sleep, Fleetari stole his car and left it upside down in the muck, in the bog. There was one time where the engine died because he tried to use nitrous. So he took the engine all the way apart, bought all new parts, brought them all back, reassembled the engine, put it in the car, tried to start it, and he hadn't aligned the one piece in the inside. I can't remember what it's called, but the TLD or what happened then was he blew up the engine, had to take it all apart again.
Freaking the hell out.
He has probably rebuilt it. Like before I went to sleep last night, he'd already rebuilt it 5 times and done like 120 kilometers. To say that he has made mistakes would be an understatement, to be perfectly honest.
Accelerating.
Not gonna lie, I kind of dig how that looks, but I think it needs a little bit more denoising.
I partially ate a dead bird the other day.
Christmas wreaths. Nice, very nice.
Let's go home, shower up, look at TV for a bit.
Turning left.
Yeah. Hey, Bart, I'm a fan from Switzerland here. What's your serious opinion on the Top G?
Accelerating. Braking.
Bring the thunder. Just ate some super spicy crisps, chips, whatever you want to call them. My tongue burns. My tongue is numb, burns like hell, and I regret nothing. I'm with you there, bud. You okay there? Okay then. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Now, the part that I question the most, honestly, is his choice of route. He basically drives the back roads from town to the airport, hops on the highway, finishes that loop, and then does it again, over and over again.
Turning left.
Which there's nothing wrong with specifically, like genuinely, but
Drinking.
I will say that it's also not amazing. Because it's basically the worst possible route for maintaining your car. Because he's basically rallying multiple times a day, every single day.
Drinking.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Copper alloying guy. 100 per minute of copper. We don't need that.
Drinking.
Iron, on the other hand,
Oh, shit.
might not be so bad. But the iron wire would be nice to have. Just because that's just 22.5 per minute of just iron wire. It means that any factory that needs copper coils doesn't need copper anymore. I'm gonna do that one.
Turning left. Yeah.
When are we getting the car as your next flash?
Drinking.
Okay. Anyway, no, I wanna find out. I wanna find the overclocking options. Is that under Criterion or something? No.
Turning right.
Oh, that's just 50 iron plates. Deal. I'm gonna have to hand make them, but that's fine. Frame rate is still better without ray tracing. I can't wait for the era, and it will come, where you can freely turn on ray tracing in your game and it's just fine. It doesn't affect the frame rate at all. I know boys are coming. We're getting there. This isn't even the first time we've had something like this happen.
It's a long history of spamming chat. And it's all you idiots would ever say.
I keep doing that by mistake. So I don't have any of the required type of slug.
Turning right.
Then again, I can scan for it, so... Or no, I can't, but I could. And of course I just did that. Oh well. You know what? I don't need any more. So I'm curious, DM. Can you send some pictures of Space Rock? I just realized that was dumb. Okay, rotors and cables. How many do you want? 25 and 100 cable, okay. It's a good thing I've got a massive supply of screws, eh? Now, if only I had more of everything else. I'm gonna need to change music soon, I think. Also, here's a question. How the hell do we go from a massive stack of ingots, which I would argue should be able to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rods, to stacks of 5 rods, of which count for 1 rod each? Just saying. Oh god, modular frames. And I don't have that. Okay. Yeah? Why the fuck is there a kangaroo wandering the streets? Okay. Okay.
Go boop it.
Hello. No, I'm not gonna go boop the free roaming kangaroo in Canada for some reason. Yeah? So nobody knows where the kangaroo came from, is what you're saying? I mean, that's fair. I don't particularly want to go kangaroo hunting, I'll be real.
I do. Take me, take me.
Why do kangaroos eat? That's a good question. Probably vermin. I'm pretty sure they're omnivorous. Pretty sure they are. I mean, horses are. Horses are too. They're opportunistic, but they'll absolutely eat meat. Okay. Yeah, did you know that? Horses will just straight up, just like if there's like a small chicken in front of them, they'll just eat the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would guess that probably the same deal applies to friggin', yeah.
Oh yeah, pictures of space rock.
Yeah.
The bright pink space rock.
Very nice. Where?
Maybe on Discord.
Are you DMing it to me or are you putting it in a channel?
I'm just gonna send it to you directly.
Okay. Well, I've used overclocking to get both of these constructors making concrete at full speed. Which means we're
There you go.
getting 40 per minute. That looks straight out of Star Trek.
Pink space rock.
Yeah, it looks straight out of like TOS.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
It looks like Monster of the Week TOS. It's too bad this isn't a pure limestone. Oh well. As it is, we're maxing out the tier 2 belt with limestone, feeding it into 2 constructors that each can consume an entire tier 1. And then their output is 40, which is a little bit less than a tier 1, which is unfortunate. But hey, concrete. Let's go upgrade that other belt line. And I'm gonna tear that stuff down and I'm gonna put it into a separate factory. And I don't have enough. Need, like, 10 more. Well, no, I need 11 more, technically. I wish it's... Okay, it says missing reinforced iron plate times 17. It's not times 17, it's times 11. It needs 17, but I have 6. It should give you the result of that math. That's what I'm trying to say. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Gene?
Vaguely.
Oh, good. There's like 90 of them in there. Cool. I don't know why I didn't grab those before. There we go. Gently, slightly upgraded. Once I unlock Windows, I'm gonna have to add Windows to these factories for those times when we turn on ray tracing. Because at the moment, it's a little bit, dark. I need this Fixmas gift out of the way. If I wasn't so early in Fixmas right now, or in my build rather, I would turn around. No, actually I would care. Fixmas gifts are worth a decent amount in the shredder. And you can make a factory that just makes them forever. At least until the event's over. And then you can just feed them all into the sink at speed. So I need another 4 smelters. I got all the material for that. Good.
I'm sure even early game you do basic Fixmas gift.
Oh, I could, but I want to focus on progression more. Is the problem. What's the output of these? 3, 6, 9, 120. Okay, so every 4 of those is a tier 2 belt coming out anyway.
Well, there's an ad in 40 seconds.
Yep. I discovered that was a feature I could turn on. I could turn on notifications of upcoming ads. So I figured I might as well, because that'll let me know, and it'll let everyone else know too.
It only lets mods.
It lets mods know, but it also lets regular chat know. Or at least it's supposed to.
Okay. Okay.
There's
In
separate
other
options
words,
for each.
I've just got a snooze button that you have and nobody else does.
Yeah.
Okay. That snooze button never gonna get used.
I think it only snoozes it for you, by the way.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking pointless for me then.
Well, the idea, right, and by the way, no one can hear us now because there's an ad going. But the idea is that the ads will... It also tells me when the ad's going to be ad break's over, so I just pause the game. But the idea is that if the streamer's saying something and hasn't realized there's about to be an ad, you can just delay the ad for, 5 minutes or whatever.
Okay. No, that's fair enough.
Yeah. I also discovered that Twitch's maximum ad length is 3 minutes per ad, or per block.
Yes.
Which...
On the rare occasion you do get really unlucky with the 5 minute.
Yeah. But, you know what made me sad was that was the realization that I couldn't make a live stream that is 24-hour ads. I would be tempted. I would actually just leave my stream running with 24-hour ads. When I'm not live.
If you got big enough, people would pay you for ad space.
Yeah. That is an option. But no, I mean just like leaving Twitch's ads running. I would, I'd leave a computer running with it open. I'd ask everyone else to leave a computer. You could make decent money with 24-hour non-stop ad viewing. It's like fractions of a penny per view, but it adds up.
And say there's 8 of you doing it.
Yeah.
That's gonna add up pretty quick.
Yeah. I'm getting 55% of the ad revenue, which is not bad.
Honestly, that's no.
I'm wondering if Twitch can give me a breakdown of the specific amount that I've made from ads. In the last month, I have made 44 cents from ads.
Ooh, so rich.
Rich AF. Which actually, considering the ad rate, is not too bad.
Also, considering you have to also think about it this way, that people with Twitch Turbo, they've only recently added in the ability for people to still get ad revenue from that.
I mean, apparently in the last month, I've made 17 cents on Twitch Turbo.
Yeah, I use Turbo heavily.
Yeah.
Because it's ads.
Yeah. Turbo. It removes ads. Or at least it used to. I assume it does still.
No, that is Twitch Prime no longer removes ads.
Well, Twitch Prime never did remove ads. It's always been
Yes, it
Turbo.
did. No, Twitch Prime removed ads when it first came out for about 6 months.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, no, Turbo always removed ads, so...
And then for the longest thing, Turbo wasn't available outside the US.
Yeah.
So I was purchasing it in USD and paying absolutely pittance for it. And then they put it up to $11.99.
Yeah.
British.
Yeah.
And I was paying like 6, 7. But they realized loads of people were buying it from outside the US. So that's why we had the Twitch Turbo push.
Yeah, absolutely, because, yeah. Actually, for a minute there, after they got bought by Amazon, it looked strongly like they were going to nuke Twitch Turbo entirely. I'm glad they didn't. But it was very heavily implied that that was the plan, because they de-emphasized it heavily. They stopped promoting it. They started trying to hide it a little bit. But people, I guess, just kept buying it, so they never actually got rid of it.
I was one of those people that kept buying it.
Yeah.
Because it was always something that was really useful. Because whether I'm on my phone, on my computer, wherever, I then didn't have to worry about ads.
Yeah.
Otherwise, every time I've got to try and install a new ad blocker.
I mean, uBlock Origin works extremely well. I use it myself.
It's more for a device. It gets frustrating.
Yeah. What I'm gonna say, by the way, on ad blockers, I am of the opinion that everyone is allowed to run their own software on their own device. I make money off ads. I use an ad blocker. I encourage others to as well. It's not a double standard. I've had people say that it is. And I'm like, no, it really isn't. Because, like, as I said, I make money off ads, but that doesn't mean that you have to pay me in ads. You can choose not to give me any money at all by running an ad blocker, and that's it. That's fine. I don't care. I prefer money. I'm not going to demand it through ads, because honestly, ads have a bad history. Ads have a history of, malware. Also, they're
And yet
irritating as fuck.
there's generations of people that'll sit there with TV ads and fall asleep to them.
Yeah.
It's quite ironic.
But yeah, no, at the end of the day, it's ridiculous, but it's also just the reality of the beast at this point in time. Would I love to see the end of advertising? Probably. So I think that it's realistic? No. Because what will happen instead is we'll just end up in a situation where nothing's free. There would be no free YouTube. There would be no free anything. It would be you get what you pay for, which is nothing. That's the reality of today. The reason we have ads is because that's the only way anyone's willing to pay anymore. Partially because everyone got used to ad-free to not paying because of ads. So, what are you gonna do, right?
Install an ad blocker.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, you know,
Not the point. Not the point you were making.
Not the point at all. No, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That is a completely valid solution that I recommend people take. And the U.S. government agrees. The U.S. government agrees with me. That's not a joke.
Yeah, you went to the US government and said blah 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 blah, and they agreed in person.
No, I forget if it was I think it was the FBI or the CIA or some company like it was a 3-letter agency that said, yeah, you need to use an ad blocker for security reasons. Like, to the general public. Let me see if I can find it. The NSA and the CIA have recently recommended that all government agencies use ad blockers to reduce malware.
Well then.
Yeah. The NSA and the CISA as well. The FBI.
I don't know why, but I imagine like the computer division of the FBI just being full of Trojans.
I don't disagree, actually. I think that would be the perfect setting for Trojans.
The FBI would be sin.
Yes.
And not even just the tech division, just the entirety of the FBI.
The FBI is just sins. The FBI is in country, the CIA is out of country, if I recall correctly.
Yes. And the thing is, because all the synths are memes, they just walk around going, "Good morning, Mr. Anderson."
Absolutely.
And that's all you would hear.
Good morning, Mr. Anderson. 100%.
Because you would, like, just purely for work clothing, you would all look identical.
Well, I mean, there would be different body shapes because, you know, we can just do that.
In terms of the clothing itself.
Yeah. Although, you know what? I say that. That would actually depend. Because if it depends on how quickly our ability to change our body form is. If we can do it in minutes, then we will probably do it. Like, just everyone will just have the identical on the job.
Yeah, there's loads of factors that play into it, but
If it takes a day to change, then you know, everyone will be just whatever.
I'm not dying. You are.
No, you. There we go. I have 2 tier 2 belts of iron ingots so far. And a very nicely organized factory, too.
Too small.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to have to make it much bigger. But I don't have enough plates to do what I want to do comfortably, which is run them all the way to the back of the factory, up and out and over. And just like pop them out over here and go over the street, basically.
You could just reorganize later when you have more plate,
Yeah,
like we do every other time.
yeah.
Don't forget, you can do filter dismantle now.
True. Although I didn't need to, but yes. Jesus Christ, man.
The bean shall live forever.
Sounds like it's got like the most upset stomach I've ever heard. And there's factory floor 2. And we're almost across the lake, actually.
That would be an interesting way to build it. So you know how we go up?
Yeah.
Instead, you go out, so like along.
Well, yeah, but I'm not high enough to do that. I'm gonna clip at the ground. So I'm gonna have to go up, but...
Yeah, but imagine if you could just do that for your entire base.
Yeah. You know
And
what
by
I'm
the
kind
time you zoom all the way out, it's just a giant flowchart.
Yep. You know what I'm kind of waiting for?
That.
Him to fall.
You have to jab him for him to fall.
I know. The other thing I'd like is the skyblock map for this game.
Just start and there's floating resources you have to go out and find.
Not even just, like they could all be just clustered in like the same general area, and they're just all pure nodes. But like the idea would be there is no ground. If you fall, you die. You have to like deal with that. You have to build your. You start with one floating concrete with a concrete node on it, and I guess the concrete platform's already unlocked.
start with an iron node and a concrete node, both impure.
Okay, yeah. Either way, a skyblock mod for this game would be interesting.
It would.
Turns out, no, it won't fall if you jab it.
They used to. Might have to corner it. Yeah, it just runs right over you when it's cornered. Oh well. Might corner it with walls.
Yeah, I could, but I'm not going to. Yeah, that's too steep. Does this side work though? Ooh.
You just gotta find the middle ground.
Yeah. Oh, okay, how many clicks out is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feels a lot farther out.
Well, one's just a wall, the other's an entire fucking building.
True. Well, I mean, but yeah, the idea is you can just walk under it, though. Later on, I'm going to move it up to the second floor and then bring it back down again. I'm out of iron. Ironically. Just so that you can walk and drive through there without, you know, bumping your head. Because it would be unfortunate to, you know, concuss oneself, you know? Why are those not the same? What? Oh, because I misaligned this one. That's why. Didn't even spot that. That'll certainly make it look weird. It's too bad the blueprints can't extend as big as we build our factories, and also be exported out to, like, you know, other saves. Because we need to have, like, collect enough resources to build the maker factory to get all the resources to build the big factory, and it's just pop, bang, done over and over again. That would be a fun, almost speed run, I think. Yeah, is that an angle? Plus, I should use the door, which I now realize I put in the worst possible location. You know what I would love would be for games done quick to add a boop mode.
Yes.
GDQ boop is just, it rolls off the tongue. Yeah, I just realized that I did the wrong material there. Luckily, you can dismantle up to 50 at a time. And we're out of concrete. Okay. That was a really long lag just there. Alright. Well. I've made an okay amount of progress here, and my boyfriend wants to kidnap me, so I'm gonna let him. You guys have a good night. I'm gonna go have snuggles. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.